Hey Gemini! How are you, my friends? So I'm MJ. I'm the founder of IUNPLUG. I'm super excited to be offering this new service to you guys. Some of you guys know I've been talking about doing tarot for like almost a year, and I've been studying it. And I love it. I love booking readings, and I love watching them for entertainment. And very recently, like in the last day or two, Intuish guided me to start offering the readings. So, Gemini, this is your reading for July 2019. It's always an intention to offer the most benevolent and loving messages possible, but also being really real and allowing us to be honest with ourselves. So letting those highest messages come through. What's going to be the most divine guidance for our Geminis in this month of July 2019? What's going to assist them really continue on their highest path and be guided by the divine energies for Gemini? Gemini, July 2019. Just want the best, most divine messages for the Geminis. July 2019. Gemini, right now I'm feeling or getting that you're giving up. There's something that you're giving up on. I think there's something you're walking away from. It was too much hard work. Maybe there was people around you that needed your attention, or a block. Like something just wasn't working, so you walked away. But it feels by the cards that it was something to do with either not enjoying the work you're doing, or like just being a really bad work situation. So it's like your work wasn't being rewarded the way you felt you deserved. And you're feeling a little left out in the cold, I think, which is why you're choosing to walk away. The very prominent kind of present energy that stepped out right away was the first card laid, and this is like the now energy. Like you're walking away from something. You weren't getting the acknowledgement, or like for all the work you're putting in, you weren't feeling at all rewarded for the work, and so you've really ultimately in this opportunity you felt like you were just being left out in the cold, and yeah, so it feels like it's the end of this cycle. It's got to be the end of that cycle, right? So if that's resonating with you, just let me know, you guys. I'm a new tarot, I'm new reading professionally, so please do let me know how it resonates. It will help kind of hone the community that it's meant to be resonating with. And so far so good. So thanks those of you who have been commenting and letting me know and messaging. Just beautiful, because for those that it's resonating with, it's so awesome that we can share. Yeah, so you weren't being rewarded. You chose to walk away. These people, this situation kept making you feel like you were left out in the cold, so you closed it down. You finished the cycle. Regardless of how exactly, you've closed the cycle and you're walking away. You're walking away now. Okay? So I'm actually going to close that story. I'm going to just close that story, okay? Because these cards are interesting, and I want to just explore them. You actually have a Ten of Cups here, which we know is an awesome card. And you have an Ace of Wands in reverse. So I need a little bit more clarity, because I feel like after all of that massive cycle that's completed for you, that yeah, right, okay. So I feel like you're gonna have to take a little time to yourself. Yeah, so now it's more about actually, yeah, right, okay. So now this has more to do, this interim phase that we're in through July. So right now it's like this is available, but there's a little bit of magic that you're gonna have to spin in order to manifest the offer that will lead you to your happily ever after. Okay, so let's just get a little bit more clarity about how that's gonna work, or what's the guidance. So the guidance that I'm picking up on right away is like, you have to lay down the burden. So you know how I closed those cards and put them away, and I'll even do that here now. So I'm taking that card and putting them back in the deck. So now that story, we can't go back to it. We can't go back to that story. It's gone, right? But we also know that we as beings in our minds, we can go over and over it. And so just in the here now, because I feel like that closing off of that cycle might feel quite close, you're still just kind of energetically carrying the burden. So the cards are really asking that you lay down. So put the burden down. And then it's like the same messages have just come through these next 4 cards, where nothing's coming for you. Nothing's coming for you. This sounds so, but remember, it's sort of, it's metaphysical. It's beyond the veil. Essentially what the cards are saying is, die to the illusion. Nothing's coming for you. There's nothing to work on. There's no counsel to seek. There's no meetings. There's no pentacles. There's nothing coming for you. So you're just gonna have to die. But I mean that, I'm saying this from love and grace, obviously. This, I don't feel, is any sense of actual physical death. I feel very much that because of what the messaging of the cards are saying, that you have been through cycle after cycle after cycle of being burned, of being stabbed in the back, of having to fight tooth and nail and just keep fucking fighting, and it's dead now. That cycle is actually finally over. And I feel energetically, you guys, I'm picking up on, I think you're a little shocked right now. I feel like you're maybe in this weird space of just like floating or something like that. Temperance. So just, you might be shit scared, you might be in the dark, you might not know who you are anymore, but just temper, breathe, meditate, withdrawal, be in nature, attune to the divine, put your feet in the water, put your feet on the ground. Be in nature is a really important thing. Attune to the divine. And I feel like the temperance will bring out your magician, which will then manifest this Ace of Wands, and then you're gonna get your happily ever after, Cancer. So there's your guidance for the month of July. If that resonated with you, let me know, comment, like, subscribe, and if you want to book a private reading, please feel free to do so. All the description stuff is down there below. Okay, I love you guys. Have a great month. Bye.